Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? And if you have subscribed, I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button down there. Thank you so much. Today I actually want to discuss some questions I got on my Instagram chats. People asking me things about Saudi Arabia. I'm going to be answering all the questions. So okay, if you're watching me right now, please listen. Saudi Arabia, as we know, is a very conservative country. So when you talk about social life, initially when I came here, it was really nothing to write home about. I mean, there was literally no social life. But these days, things are really changing because probably they are loosening up, a kind of. And these days you could see people going to cinemas, people going to the football pitch to watch matches, people going to the beach to recreate. There are so many recreational places right now actually improving from what it used to be. Remember that before last year, being 2018, women were not allowed to drive, but these days women are driving. So like I said, things are really improving. Be sure that things are really changing and the social life of this country is really improving. Charles, you asked, how does not being a Muslim affect your life in such a highly religious country? Wow. Well, I have really addressed this question in one of my videos, but though not very detailed. But for me, I feel there is really no much difference as being a Christian or a Muslim once you're coming here. I didn't really feel so much difference, but the major thing is that as a Christian, you're not allowed to practice your religion in public. Worship alone with your family or just pray by yourself. And I have not really encountered any negative treatment as not being a Muslim. Literally everybody is treated the same, whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian. As long as you're a foreigner, you are treated the same. And living here as a Christian, well, is one of the culture shocks I had when I came, because I know more about the traditions. And sometimes I don't feel very comfortable. Actually, I don't feel very comfortable because I don't want to break the law. And as much I really want to be myself, and being myself, I also don't want to break the law. So you see yourself sitting just on the edge. You're not really being yourself, and also you're not breaking the law. So it's just for you to strategize how you want to go about it. So the third question is from Priska. And Priska, you asked, what is Ramadan like to you, and does it affect you in any way? Oh, well, as we know, Ramadan is the 9th month in the Arabic calendar, and it's a special month for all Muslims, not just Saudi Arabians. It's a special month for all Muslims, and at this particular month, they take out time to fast and pray more than they do in other months. So the major thing there is that for us, we actually work twice in a day. I mean, the working hours will definitely change. I work 8 to 4 on a normal day, on a normal month. But in the month of Ramadan, my work actually changes from 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours at night. And then during Ramadan, you notice that there are lots of nightlife. In fact, they sleep into the day, into the afternoon, and then at night, everybody moves around shopping and visiting people. It's usually very, very much like during the day, it's all about sleeping. And at night they come out to do the usual things they were supposed to do during the day. That is it for Ramadan. And for us expatriates, it doesn't really affect me, because when I go to work in the morning, I do my, once you're used to the Ramadan period, you won't have any problems with that. And you said, how do you communicate with people who do not speak English? Elvis, probably you have not watched one of my first videos. If you have watched one of my first videos, you will know that this is one of the first things I vlogged about, communication. It was a very big issue for me because I'm coming from a non-Arabic speaking country, and coming here was my first time of hearing the language Arabic. And I thank God I learned the Arabic language very fast, because most of my colleagues actually speak English, just little of English, and then they speak Arabic. So most times they interpret for me. So I communicate better now in Arabic. But when I see any opportunity to speak with people in English, I don't just let it go. I want to express myself, because of course your language is your language, and a second language is always a second language. Of course, you can't really express yourself in a second language that you're not so good at. But in English, I can always express myself. So whenever I see any opportunity to speak English, I just grab it without wasting any time. I hope I did justice to this your question. The number 5 question is from Olalekon. Olalekon, you asked, are people there accommodating and hospitable? Are they also generous, as we heard? Oh, that is nice, which means you know a little about Saudi Arabia if you've heard that they are generous. Well, frankly speaking, they are really accommodating. They are. From my little experience while staying here, they are very much accommodating. And talking about generosity, they are very generous. They want to help you at any given opportunity. They want you to feel at home. They want you to know they are good. That is it. That the signal is just to tell you they are good. You understand? Remember, probably you have not been here, and some of the things we hear outside of here are really terrible things. So when you come here, they want you to go back with a different notion. They want you to go back with a pleasant ideology. They want you to go back with a pleasant experience, because probably what you heard about them is not very good, maybe not so good stuff. So when you come here, they actually want you to go back with something good that you could actually say about them. But personally, I feel they are accommodating. Personally, I feel they are hospitable. I feel they are generous as well, especially during the month of Ramadan. They actually give a lot. And during Hajj, they also give you lots of gifts. They're generous. They are. If they really want to help you, they want to help you, and they're always ready to help. Any opportunity that comes up, they want to help you. They want to know that you're okay, you're not disturbed. They want to know that you are enjoying this place. They don't want you to feel uncomfortable, especially if you're coming from a non-Muslim background. They don't want you to feel uncomfortable with them. The last but not the least, this is from Chidema. Chidema, you asked, what is the weather like? Oh, Chidema, I'm surprised you have not watched that video. The very first video I made about Saudi Arabia, I talked at length about the weather. Apart from the language issue I had, the weather was another thing. Now it is like past 6, but it is still hot outside, a little hot, but I actually came out to vlog. To stay inside all day, you have to put on your AC. So sometimes in the evenings, once it's like 6, I come out at least to get some fresh air. So Chidema, the weather here is quite harsh. It's very, very hot. I feel it's one of the hottest countries in the world. That's what I feel. I don't know, but that's what I feel. It's very, very hot here, and their seasons is not so distinct. As in, you can't really separate summer from winter. You can't, because it's almost hot all through the year. It's almost hot all through the year. But sometimes it may look like it's going to be a little cold, but it's quite hot here. And another not really amazing, is somehow terrible for me, the sandstorm. We have lots of sand in this place, especially in places that are not like big cities. In the big cities, you might not have so much sandstorm, but in the small towns and villages and small cities, definitely you have sandstorm. Sandstorm is like the sound, as if you know how the snowstorm is. Just think of how the snowstorm is, and then you'll be able to imagine what the sandstorm looks like. I actually put a picture of a sandstorm in one of my videos. Please try and watch it, and you will get what it looks like. Usually once there is sandstorm, visibility is a problem, because you cannot drive at that time. It's either you pull over and wait a little, but pulling over is not even so good, because another vehicle might be oncoming, and then they will not know that you're actually pulling over. So the only thing they do is just put traffic caution and then drive slowly. So the weather here is one of the things I don't really like about this place. Let me be frank with you. The weather is very hot, very, very hot. For somebody like me coming from a tropical country. Guys, thank you so much. I hope I have answered some of your queries. I hope I have clarified some of the issues, maybe the worries you're having about coming here. If you're thinking of coming here, just make up your mind. Make up your mind. There's always room for trial, and diversity is the key. You know, exposure is one thing you need to get. Yes. So I've been here, I've known that there's a place called Saudi Arabia, and I have experienced their lifestyle, their culture, their tradition. At least I know a little of Arabic, apart from English and my local language. So these are the things that make the world a very interesting place. So please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please also do follow us on Instagram at Evangel Anyao. Follow us on Facebook also, Evangel Anyao. And do not forget to hit the notification bell if you have subscribed, so that whenever we make any new video, you'll be able to get them. Thank you so much. I love you all. And don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. Bye. Love you. Bye.